Stop everything because the world of hip-hop has just been shaken to its core. Gene Deal, a figure known for power, influence, and secrets buried deep in the industry, has just sent a chilling warning to Mase and Camron, and the implications are terrifying. Sources claim the message wasn't casual, it was calculated, loaded with threats, and dripping with menace. Social media is already exploding. Fans are panicking. And insiders say this could ignite a full-blown feud that changes Harlem on the rap world forever. The message, according to insiders, was more than a warning. It was a public declaration that no one is untouchable. It allegedly included cryptic references to past betrayals, hidden alliances, and consequences that could ruin careers, shake reputations, and expose long-kept secrets. Fans are speculating nonstop. Some fear a retaliation. Others think it's a prelude to a massive reveal. And all agree on one thing: this is not something anyone could have predicted. And the timing? Perfectly orchestrated. Sources say Mase, and Camron were already under pressure from ongoing industry politics. And Gene Deal's sudden message has thrown their world into chaos. Social media feeds are ablaze with speculation, viral clips, and fan reactions as insiders promise hidden recordings, leaked conversations, and behind-the-scenes conspiracies that will soon surface. This is more than drama, it's a ticking time bomb. Every second, every post, and every reaction could escalate into a nightmare for Mase and Camron. The question on everyone's mind is, what happens next? And who will survive when secrets and threats collide in a storm this explosive? The morning started quietly in Harlem, but behind the scenes, the tension was palpable and explosive. Sources say Gene Deal had been quietly gathering intel for weeks, texts, voice recordings, and insider tips, and what he sent to Mase and Camron wasn't just a warning. It was a meticulously crafted threat designed to shake the very foundation of their careers. According to insiders, the message contained cryptic references to past decisions, hidden betrayals, and consequences that could ripple through Harlem's entire music scene. Staffers who saw the warning firsthand described the moment as like watching a storm materialize in an envelope. Mase reportedly read the message backstage at a Harlem studio, his face shifting from shock to disbelief. Camron, known for his bravado and calm under pressure, allegedly grew visibly tense, pacing and muttering under his breath. Witnesses claim that the warning included names, dates, and events previously unknown to the public, suggesting Gene Deal had eyes and ears everywhere, a plan to expose secrets nobody thought could see daylight. Within minutes, social media began to react. Fans noticed subtle hints in posts, snippets of cryptic comments from both Mase and Camron, and immediately started speculating about the contents of the warning. Tweets, TikToks, and Instagram stories exploded with hashtags like #GeneDealWarning, #HarlemHeat, and #MaseCamChaos. The digital world became a pressure cooker, with fans dissecting every frame, emoji, and caption, desperate to uncover what the legendary insider was hinting at. But insiders revealed that this was only the beginning. Sources claim Gene Deal had also leaked audio recordings of conversations with key industry figures, allegedly revealing schemes, manipulations, and behind-the-scenes betrayals. One recording, according to sources, discussed decisions to undermine Mase's projects, quietly block collaborations, and shift the balance of power in Harlem. Mase, realizing the depth of the exposure, reportedly called his closest allies immediately, trying to assess the damage before it spiraled completely out of control. Camron, meanwhile, is said to have contacted his inner circle, demanding answers, clarifications, and possible countermoves. Witnesses describe the tension as almost cinematic, two legendary figures caught in the eye of a storm they never expected, facing a strategic threat that could publicly humiliate them, damage their legacies, and expose private dealings to the world. As the day unfolded, more leaks began surfacing. Screenshots of private texts allegedly exchanged between Gene Deal and industry moguls circulated online, fueling fan theories and viral discussions. In one clip, a purported message read, "If they think they're untouchable, the next move will prove otherwise." Fans speculated endlessly. Was this a warning or a promise? Was retaliation coming? Or was Gene Deal simply asserting dominance behind the scenes? The chaos escalated further when insiders reported that Mase, Camron, attempted a damage control meeting at a private Harlem location. But the very existence of the meeting was leaked almost immediately. Allegedly, a recording captured tense exchanges where both artists tried to assess their next moves. One source claimed you could hear the frustration and fear. This wasn't just a warning, they realized that the Gene Deal might have leverage they didn't anticipate. Meanwhile, social media continued to fuel the fire. Influencers and fans alike dissected every snippet of leaked information, creating detailed timelines, speculative charts of alliances, and potential outcomes. Videos showing Mase's stunned reactions, Camron pacing, and even cryptic posts from close associates went viral, trending on multiple platforms. The industry was in shock. Never before had such a powerful warning created this level of digital frenzy and public scrutiny. And then came the first bombshell twist. According to insiders, Gene Deal had also sent an anonymous tip to major music journalists, hinting that private negotiations and shady deals involving Mase and Camron were about to be exposed. The journalists reportedly received partial recordings and screenshots. It's enough to ignite a media frenzy that left fans and celebrities scrambling to make sense of the unfolding drama. Clips of Mase and Camron reacting to the leaks began circulating, each frame scrutinized for hints of guilt, fear, or strategic response. By evening, the tension had reached its peak. Reports from sources claim that Gene Deal had one final surprise waiting for the artista. Recording that allegedly exposed hidden alliances, secret contracts, and manipulations dating back years. The mere hint of this revelation caused immediate speculation. What secrets could possibly be contained in this recording? Who would be implicated? And how far-reaching were the consequences? Fans were in a frenzy, dissecting every cryptic social media post, live-streamed reaction, and insider tip. Just when it seemed the story couldn't escalate further, another twist emerged. A leaked voice memo supposedly sent by Gene Deal to an anonymous source, discussing Mase and Camron's vulnerabilities and how public exposure could shift power dynamics in Harlem. The leak ignited an inferno of speculation online. Fans debated endlessly, some theorized retaliation. Others predicted alliances breaking apart. And some even suggested that this warning could trigger an unprecedented public feud or fallout. Backstage, reports claimed chaos reigned. Mase was allegedly reviewing all leaked content with his team, preparing for the next move, while Camron was said to be assessing his network, determining which allies were trustworthy. Sources described a tense, almost cinematic atmosphere, power, influence, and fear all colliding in a space where one wrong move could trigger disaster. The day ended with an even more shocking cliffhanger. Insiders claimed Gene Deal had hinted at additional evidence and revelations yet to surface, suggesting that this warning was only the opening salvo in a much larger battle. Social media was ablaze with speculation, journalists were scrambling, and fans were on edge. Everyone knew one thing: the next move could be catastrophic, careers could be destroyed, and the fallout would be impossible to contain. And just as the world thought it had seen everything, whispers began circulating that Mase and Camron might be forced into a public response, potentially setting the stage for an explosive confrontation, viral meltdown, and an alt-war in Harlem's music scene. The suspense was unbearable. The stakes were higher than ever. And one thing was clear: nobody could turn away. And nobody could predict what would happen next. The tension in Harlem had reached an almost unbearable level. Overnight, the leaked warnings from Gene Deal had sparked a viral inferno clips of cryptic texts. Snippets of alleged audio recordings and screenshots of private conversations circulated like wildfire. Fans were dissecting every detail. The tone of Ma.E's latest posts, Camron's cryptic Instagram story, even subtle hand gestures caught on camera. Social media feeds were flooded with hashtags like #GeneDealChaos, #HarlemHeat, and #MaseCamPanic. Analysts called it the most intense celebrity storm of the decade. But behind the viral chaos, the real drama was even darker. Insiders revealed that Gene Deal had compiled months of private intel, including recordings of backroom meetings, financial negotiations, and alleged schemes to manipulate both Ma.E and Camron's careers. One particularly damning clip supposedly captured a conversation where Deal outlined moves that could block future projects, redirect collaborations, and expose private alliances. Sources claim Ma's jaw dropped when he realized the full scope of what Gene Deal had amassed evidence that could completely dismantle reputations and control narratives in Harlem. Camron, meanwhile, was reportedly frantically reaching out to his network, trying to gauge loyalty, anticipate moves, and secure his position. Staffers described a scene of controlled chaos, phones ringing off the hook, whispers in hallways, and tense meetings behind closed doors. According to insiders, the threat wasn't just public hit, was deeply personal, touching on financial missteps, hidden betrayals, and alliances Camron thought were secure. As the day progressed, new leaks emerged. Screenshots allegedly showing Gene Deal's private correspondence hinted at long-term manipulation, secret contracts, and concealed rivalries. One message reportedly read, "They have no idea what's coming. Every move will be exposed." Fans immediately speculated, was this a warning, a threat, or the prelude to a public takedown? The digital world exploded with theories, each one more intense than the last. Then came the bombshell twist. Insiders claimed that Gene Deal had also leaked audio of Ma.E and Camron's private conversations in which they discussed the fallout from the warning. In one clip, Ma.E allegedly said, "If this hits the internet, it could ruin everything." Camron's voice, tense and frustrated, reportedly responded, "We need a plan fast." Fans and media outlets immediately went into overdrive, dissecting every word, every pause, and every tone, turning speculation into a full-blown viral frenzy. The intensity escalated further when Chrissy, a close associate of both artists, reportedly posted a cryptic story. "They think the storm is over. It's just begun." Social media erupted instantly. Fans connected this to the Gene Deal warning, creating endless threads predicting retaliation, leaks, and explosive confrontations. Influencers analyzed it frame by frame, while Twitter debates became heated battlegrounds with die-hard supporters on both sides. Behind closed doors, Ma.E and Camron were reportedly scrambling. Sources claim the duo attempted damage control, holding urgent meetings with their teams, legal advisors, and trusted allies. But insiders say that every move they made was anticipated, potentially leaked, and scrutinized, making each decision a high-stakes gamble. One staffer allegedly whispered, "They're playing chess while Gene Deal is playing 4D strategy. Every move they think is safe might be a trap." And just when it seemed the tension couldn't escalate further, another twist hit. A leaked recording allegedly revealed Gene Deal discussing plans to expose hidden financial manipulations involving both Ma.E and Camron. The leak hinted at deals, backroom alliances, and possible betrayals that fans had never imagined. According to insiders, this could shift the balance of power in Harlem forever, turning allies into enemies and leaving reputations in ruins. The chaos wasn't limited to leaked recordings. Screenshots of private social media messages started circulating, showing close associates of Ma.E and Camron debating how to respond, who to trust, and whether to prepare for a public showdown. Some messages suggested confronting Gene Deal directly, Others urged silence and secrecy. Fans dissected each snippet, creating detailed charts of possible outcomes and alliances. Every new leak became fodder for speculation. And the intensity of the drama reached a fever pitch by evening. The situation had become almost cinematic. Insiders reported that both Mase and Camron were being watched closely. Not just by the public, but by industry figures, journalists, and even rivals waiting for the next move. Rumors suggested that a secret meeting was planned, where Gene Deal could release more evidence, recordings, or insider tips. Fans flooded social media, desperate for updates, analyzing every subtle hint, and creating a digital siege of speculation and anticipation. Then came the most shocking twist yet. A leaked voice memo from Gene Deal allegedly indicated that he had evidence implicating other Harlem artists and moguls, revealing secret deals, hidden betrayals, and manipulations that extended far beyond Mase and Camron. Fans were stunned. This wasn't just a warning. It was the opening salvo of a cultural earthquake, one that could reshape alliances, careers, and the power structure in Harlem. As night fell, the tension reached its peak. Mase and Camron were reportedly reviewing all leaked materials with their teams, trying to strategize, counter, and anticipate Gene Deal's next moves. Sources described an atmosphere of panic, frustration, and strategic calculation, with every phone call, text, and meeting carrying monumental consequences. Meanwhile, social media continued to explode, with fans dissecting every minor detail, theory, and leaked snippet. And just when it seemed the story had reached a plateau, insiders dropped a final bombshell. Gene Deal allegedly hinted at another series of revelations documents, recordings and messages that could completely obliterate reputations, reshape loyalties, and expose betrayals that nobody suspected. The world, fans, and media were left breathless, desperate, and on the edge of their seats, knowing the next wave of drama could be even more catastrophic. The day ended with one final cliffhanger. Whispers began circulating that Mase and Camron might have to make a public response or confrontation, potentially igniting a chain reaction of viral chaos, emotional breakdowns, and industry-wide fallout. The suspense was unbearable, the stakes higher than ever, and one thing was crystal clear: nothing would ever be the same in Harlem. And the world was watching every second, waiting for the next explosive revelation. The city woke to chaos, and Harlem had become a pressure cooker of rumors, leaked evidence, and social media frenzy. Overnight, the digital world had exploded with every snippet, voice memo, and screenshot that Gene Deal had allegedly sent. Fans dissected everything: Mase's subtle reactions, cryptic Instagram story, and every cryptic comment from associates. It wasn't just a feud anymore, it was a full-blown cultural spectacle that had the music world holding its breath. According to insiders, Gene Deal had meticulously planned the escalation. Beyond the chilling warning, sources claim he had secret recordings, private messages, and financial documents implicating not only Mase and Camron, but other Harlem artists and moguls. One leaked audio allegedly captured Deal calmly outlining manipulations, hidden alliances, and betrayals that spanned years. The revelation sent shockwaves. If public, it could destroy careers, fracture alliances, and rewrite Harlem's music landscape. Mase reportedly spent hours reviewing every leaked file, consulting with close allies and legal advisors, trying to anticipate the next move. Camron, known for his street-savvy demeanor, was said to be pacing, making calls, and strategizing. Witnesses described a scene of controlled panic, as if two kings were standing on the edge of a hurricane, knowing every wrong step could trigger disaster. Meanwhile, social media became a battlefield. Fans posted theories, dissected micro-expressions, and created viral videos analyzing leaked clips. Influencers uploaded breakdowns of every nuance, Mase's measured tones, Camron's tense pauses, cryptic captions, all feeding into the frenzy of speculation and chaos. Hashtags like hashtag Gene Deal Exposed, hashtag Harlem Showdown, and hashtag MazeCam war-dominated feeds. Trending globally. Then came a bombshell twist. Insiders claimed Gene Deal had additional recordings implicating Camron in secret alliances and hidden schemes. One audio snippet allegedly revealed discussions of blocking MIE's collaborations, shifting power dynamics, and manipulating public perception. Fans erupted, arguing that this was a meticulously orchestrated power play. The tension wasn't just public, it was deeply personal. Ma Dollar-E reportedly said in one leaked private clip, "He's been plotting for years. We need to expose everything." Chrissy, another figure close to the drama, reportedly posted a cryptic story. "You think you've seen it all? You haven't seen anything yet?" Fans immediately connected it to the Gene Deal warning, sparking speculation of additional hidden evidence, leaked conversations, and potential public confrontations. The digital landscape became a chaotic web of rumors, insider leaks, and fan hysteria. The storm escalated further when leaked screenshots suggested Gene Deal had been tracking every move of Ma Dollar-E and Camron, noting meetings, collaborations, and even social media posts. Fans speculated endlessly. How much did Deal know? Was the warning just the tip of the iceberg? Were more shocking revelations imminent? The suspense became unbearable, with the public glued to every update, meme, and video clip. Reports from insiders painted a cinematic picture backstage. MAE was allegedly coordinating responses, reviewing leaked materials, and planning strategic counters. Camron was described as assessing networks and testing loyalties, trying to determine which associates could be trusted. According to staffers, every decision felt like a high-stakes gamble, with the potential for public humiliation, lost influence, or even career-ending exposure. Then, the ultimate twist: Gene Deal allegedly leaked evidence of financial manipulation and secret deals involving both Ma Dollar-E and Camron, showing how alliances had been shifted, opportunities blocked, and reputations engineered to benefit others. The revelations were devastating. Insiders claimed this evidence, if fully released, could alter the power structure in Harlem forever, leaving careers hanging by a thread. The public reaction was immediate and viral. Fans debated every nuance, shared clips and screenshots, and created endless theories about what the leaks meant. Influencers broke down micro-expressions, dissected tones, and highlighted every potential betrayal. Twitter became a battlefield. Instagram exploded with viral reactions. YouTube comment sections became forums of speculation. The drama had fully transcended the private sphere, was now a cultural phenomenon. As night fell, the tension reached cinematic proportions. Insiders claimed that Gene Deal had one final set of revelations, recordings and documents so explosive that they could completely dismantle public perceptions of Ma Dollar-E and Camron, expose hidden betrayals, and shift allegiances across Harlem. Staffers described an atmosphere of controlled chaos, with every phone call, message, and meeting carrying unprecedented stakes. The climax arrived when an anonymous source leaked a snippet of a conversation allegedly showing Ma Dollar-E confronting Camron privately about the warnings, leaks, and potential betrayals. The exchange reportedly included heated words, visible frustration, and strategic planning. The leaked clip was immediately dissected by fans, sparking viral debates and speculation about alliances breaking down revenge plots and the next shocking move. And just when it seemed the drama couldn't intensify further, insiders claimed Gene Deal had hinted at yet another series of bombshell revelations, potentially involving other moguls, private deals, and undisclosed betrayals. Fans were left in shock. The warning, the leaks, and the confrontations were only the beginning. Social media journalists and influencers were desperate for the next release, knowing the fallout could be catastrophic by the end of the night. The narrative was clear. Ma Dollar-E and Camron had survived the initial warning, but the storm was far from over. According to insiders, the leaked recordings, messages, and hints of financial manipulation meant that every alliance could shift. Every secret could be exposed, and the next move could ignite a Harlem-wide power struggle. Fans, journalists, and celebrities were glued to the unfolding saga, knowing that the story would reach unprecedented levels of chaos and spectacle. The final cliffhanger? Sources claim Gene Deal has one ultimate revelation left, one that could destroy reputations, shift allegiances, and leave Madala E and Camron scrambling in public view. The world, social media, and Harlem itself were waiting, holding their collective breath. One thing was certain: when the next bombshell drops, it will be inescapable, unforgettable, and utterly catastrophic. And the consequences will ripple through the music industry like nothing seen before. If you think the story has ended, think again. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Gene Deal's chilling warning, the leaked messages, and the secret recordings have already shaken Harlem to its core. And the next revelations could change everything. Every second, every post, and every leaked clip has the power to reshape alliances, destroy reputations, and ignite chaos. And you cannot afford to miss a single moment. Hit that like button now to show you're witnessing history. And comment your predictions. Who will survive this storm? Who will betray who next? Every theory, every insight, every reaction matters. Because this is more than drama, it's a full-blown cultural earthquake in the making. Subscribe immediately with notifications turned on, because the next wave of revelations could drop at any moment. If you're not ready, you'll miss exclusive leaks, insider information, and explosive twists before anyone else sees them. The stakes are massive, the drama is real, and the fallout will be unforgettable. Don't just watch from the sidelines, get involved. Stay alert and be the first to witness every shocking moment. This is your chance to be part of the conversation, the chaos and the history being written right before your eyes. Miss it and you'll regret it. The storm is far from over, and the next bombshell is coming. Are you ready?